Okay, there we go. There's video again. Back up. Here to watch me drink. Ooh, Shutter. AMC Plus includes Shutter. Does anybody know? I'm tracking down all the horror films. Always try to catch up on the 100 best horror films if I haven't seen it within a 3 or 5 year window. It's the last time I saw it. I try to catch up on the 100 ranked with Rotten Tomato, for better or worse. I know it's not a perfect system. What is a perfect system? Who knows? Shutter included. Oh, cool. So if anybody cares, AMC Plus has Shutter. I don't know what that fucking means, other than Shutter's a good source for horror films. I know that much. But I don't know what it means in terms of AMC Plus. Let's do it though. Let's do AMC Plus. Who's ready for it? Monday. I'm going to stick around for just a couple more minutes, just trying to solicit topics for our next episode tomorrow with the wild world of everything paranormal and UFO and weird and creepy and serial killers and all that stuff. We're fishing for topics because there's too much. There's too much good stuff. So if you have any stories of your own, I like swallowing rocks are fun. I mean, that's a good story. Try not to choose the choke size one. I don't want you to test what size a choke would be. What are you doing up? Why are you still awake? Am I just being naive as a Pacific Coast guy, thinking that everybody's kind of either Pacific or East Coast or Central? See, there we go. There I am, being naive and being a fucking typical Californian. Maybe we could talk about swallowing rocks. School. The joys of education. Hopefully you're not learning about swallowing rocks. I never learned that. I learned that on my own. Yeah, I'm on here for a couple minutes. It's super late my time. Oh no. Well, school can be tough, but stick with it or don't stick with it. I don't know. I'm not really me as a soloist, and the podcast in general is not a good source for any educational advice. Who fucking knows? I do know that I only have, out of my 100 list that I was talking about to myself for a while, about 20 films left on the 100 list for Halloween. I try to watch the 100 ranked films if I haven't watched it in the last 3 to 5 years. It's a sliding scale. It depends how much time I have. Okay. Well, that's a choice. Oh, God. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. So much. I start researching for topics. I get down wormholes. And it's too much fun. Too much fucking fun, especially this time of year. Everybody wants to have that kind of fun. Has anybody seen Mandy, the horror film Mandy? I think that's one I haven't seen. Nicolas Cage. I don't know. Who knows? Well, behind the sofa for me is a wall, so I can't really watch. I mean, I guess I could watch it from the window, but I think I'm adding to the horror element. I don't know, maybe I'm contributing to the spookiness. I mean, it would add a little ambiance if I watched a horror film from the window. I mean, it would kind of. I wouldn't know what the fucking. I guess I could subtitle it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll watch just for you, Depression Berry. I'll watch a horror film from behind my sofa and outside, lurking through the window. I might. I don't know. I feel like I'm on the verge of crying. This is like just a more of a natural poop face than a crying face. Just like smelling shit, but it's not really crying. So crying is fun though. Sometimes gotta let it out. Just gotta let it out. No, this is not crying though. I wish. Ugh. How many people on average is there at any moment crying on Twitch? I wonder. It's got to be at least a couple, right? More than a couple. With how many streamers there are, and I'm sure there's people get emotional over all kinds of shit. There's got to be some criers. Maybe I should start crying. I'm not that good an actor, though. If only. God damn it. Gotta work on my craft. The Craft is not a movie that's on the 100 horror movie list. I suddenly like your dad. Seems like a good guy. I don't know. He might be a monster. He might be a good guy. I don't know. Who could say? I might be. Very unlikely, though. It's a world of possibilities, though. I think I'm going to watch Mandy instead. I don't think I'm going to. I think we're going to go live with the crew instead. I think I'm going to take ownership. Why do I like Paranormal? It's fun. Ghost stories are fun. I'm this not to play fucking roles on a show. It's so bullshit to be like, I'm the skeptic. But I don't know if I believe in ghosts. I just like ghost stories. I like people telling stories about being in hotels and having shit fall off the shelves. It's just fun. It's just fun. Why not? Why not? A good ghost story, whether true or not, is it's just fun. Maybe I will start crying. I'm getting emotional over stuff I might not believe in. I like the possibility of ghosts. I like believing in the possibility of the ghosts because it's like this. It feels like, oddly enough, life is more fun if you believe in the possibility of ghosts. I don't know why. So I don't know. I just enjoy it. I love a good ghost story. I love a good. What was that? So good. Fun. I don't know. I like the idea of there's something about the idea for me of believing being very skeptical about ghosts in general, but believing everybody's ghost story. I love it. I'm like, oh yeah, that really happened. Like, I love. I put myself like it's almost like a role playing thing where I'm like, I don't necessarily. I'm like the not the biggest like wholesale believer in ghosts and everything is a ghost. When you hear a weird noise, a lot of times it's an old house or whatever, something explainable. But I love buying into ghost story, no matter how credible or not credible it is. I love buying into it. I love just like embracing it and just taking them on face value, looking them in the eyes and telling them I believe them. It's just fun. So I am soliciting stories. If you have any, if I don't know, maybe you saw a weird thing in the sky. Maybe you saw a story. I did see a story about I don't who knows. Like we always on the podcast we always go like banter about like what's real, what's not, what's like just weird shit and what's like maybe something from beyond for lack of a better phrase. But I did see that the Navy, the US Navy said that they have much more footage than the stuff that was like got leaked out in 2017 and that they're like we're not going to show it to you. Whether they believe that's a foreign government or whether they believe it's something they can explain or whether they believe it's I don't know if they believe it's extraterrestrial, but they're like we're not going to show you, and I'm sure that elicits a lot of fucking strong opinions on like I would like to see it. Why? Like it upsets me a little bit that they don't think I'm mature enough to look at it. I mean, I could see it. I don't know if they think there's going to be mass hysteria if they release every single video they have. More than likely, they might have some reservation because it could possibly be a foreign entity that they don't want to give. But show us what fill in the blank other countries doing compared. For reference, I'm in the U.S. Show us what they're doing. It doesn't matter. I want to see it. It'd be cool to see what other countries are up to. I don't know why they're holding it from us. Maybe because they're in on it. I don't think so though. I think they're just. I think for a lot of governments, confidential, like super top secret information is kind of a thrill for people, and they kind of like to keep it sometimes top secret because it's fun. It's weird. It's a weird theory, but I think sometimes there's that element like to it. I don't know, but we're probably definitely gonna be talking about that for sure. Like the fact that the Navy is like we have videos and y'all can't see it. Not for you. This is for us. It's not our stuff. It's not like Area 51, stealth planes, whatever you think, alien bodies. I don't know. I don't know the theories. Go wild if you want. But it's like others, it's stuff that they've captured or stuff that people have submitted or whatever that they're like, no, this is ours. We're not going to show it to you. I want to see it. So I'll talk about how I hate that they're holding out. I just want to see it. So we're going to talk about that. That's definitely going to be a topic. We're also going to be talking about some few surprise oddball news. An unlikely Tinder date is going to be on topic of tomorrow. My wife, who is a co-host, who's again, for lack of a better fucking phrase, is the believer of the group. she's the buy-in one. She has a surprise story for me that I don't know about. I'm guessing it has something to do with I don't know. It has something to do with in some conspiracy likely. I don't pay attention to conspiracies. If you like for the conspiracy stuff for me, it's if you buy into it, it gets dizzying and it gets like you start worrying about and being paranoid about a lot of stuff. Call me naive, call me dumb. I just want to. I don't know. I just want to. I just want to drink beer and talk about spookies. Shit falling from shelves and people taking what they will for it. Has anybody you know what I wanna ask is, you know what I love is a good haunted house, not haunted house, haunted hotel story. Um, I really wanna solicit for Halloween time, I really wanna solicit fucking haunted hotel stories, like, I love it. I fucking love it. You're doing a foreign place and you get freaked out. We stayed at the Queen Mary, which is one of the ones that everybody touts as super haunted. We didn't experience much. I mean, we experienced some weird stuff, but it might be a creaky old fucking ship. It is a creaky old ship, so that might explain why we experienced some creaks and some cracks and some oddities. I tell you what, the Queen Mary is, at least for me, like creepy. It's maybe it's the old ship factor, um, but it is fucking a little creepy. So I don't know. I think that I think a good haunted hotel. Has anybody stayed at? We're gonna solicit this, hopefully, out to the world because this is a pretty narrow search. But has anybody ever um, stayed at the Shining Hotel? The oh my god, the Stanley, right? Is it blanking? Why am I blanking on the name of the hotel? It's the Stanley. Confirm in real time. That's who I am. I like facts. When I care about facts. When I don't care about facts, I don't give a shit. Stanley Hotel. Has anybody stayed at the Stanley Hotel? I want to go. I really want to go to the Stanley Hotel because it's like it's fucking where Stephen King wrote The Shining. Like why and where it's where the movie took place. Like that's the shit right there. I feel like that's one of like the holy grails of like not even maybe like horror slash haunt like I believe in ghosts. I watched the ghost shows and what was that and all that stuff. I want to know too, as a poll, maybe I'll throw out a poll. How many people believe in the ghost shows? Like those shows where they go to like 40 different places a season and they think every one of them is haunted. Do you believe that all of them are haunted? Do you think none of them are haunted? What are the theories on that? I want to know from people who believe too. Like people may, because people who don't believe, they're gonna be like, all of them are not haunted. But for those who actually think like ghouls and ghosts are floating around in our space, like how much of that reality ghost catching TV shows are, how much do you think as a believer those things are real, slightly fabricated, or like completely fabricated? I'd be very interested in getting that theory from those people. I personally think that um, there's some weird energy, especially when they go to places like Gettysburg and all those like places where there's been like horrific um, battles or horrific tragedies. Like what that has to be, if nothing else. Like I feel like energy carries over. There has to be some weird fucking motion. Like some old lady named Bertha died 100 years ago in in a house. I don't know if she's still hanging around, but there's ghosts anywhere. There's got to be in Gettysburg and those like epic battles. But I don't know. I'd be very curious. And also too, like I want to poll, especially because it's Halloween. We're just kind of we're interested folks as a podcast. The three of us, sometimes two of us, depending with rotating cast. What is I want to know from believers what is a legitimate in your eyes? What is a legitimate um like scientific way of evidencing ghosts beyond the what was that and the weird sounds and the you know that kind of thing. And why is there also too? Why is there no daytime ghosts? Can we figure that out? I feel like we should figure that out. Why the ghosts are always lurking in the dark. I guess because um, I don't know. I'm sure that someone was Zach was it Zach? I want to say Zach Braff, but that's not it. The Zach, the famous ghost hunter. I'm sure he has all his fun theories on that, but I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna sign off now in a couple minutes. But thank you so much for watching. If you want to see choose more topic oriented content, we are going to be recording live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, all the fun channels tomorrow. I think around 10:30. Don't quote me on that, but we'll be with my co-host and possibly our producer. We'll be throwing down some fun theories on. We talk about everything from UFOs to ghosts to serial killers, just whatever is weird and creepy and dark and mystic and all that stuff. Fascinated by it. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow. So make sure you turn in and get some theories on our of everything. And it's Halloween season, so it's probably gonna lean a little spooky, but we love spooky. We love everything weird and you know that sort of thing. So thank you so much for jumping on. We appreciate it. Tune in tomorrow. I hope Depression Berry. I hope your dad is okay, and I hope that your school is okay. And I'm sorry if you have to drop out, but I hope it's for the better. If it's not, I hope you stick around. I don't know. Who could say? Don't go to educational advice from ExtraNormal podcast. We're not good sources, but hope you find the best route for you. And don't watch horror movies on the sofa. You miss a bunch of shit. You don't know what's going on.